they are in an advantage, having won all their upper bracket matches. They are poised to win. Now, Mercenaries, of course, we can't count them out because they are an excellent team and they have shown great, great strength so far. So right now, it is still anybody's game, and even though Mercenaries have an uphill task at hand, they might just pull it off. That remains to be seen. Now, in the ban phase, we have the first ban coming in on the map clubhouse as Jacko, a very standard attacker to be banned in most situations, ranked, pro league, wherever. He's just a knob that gets banned a lot because of his anti-roamer capabilities. He's just that good. The second ban is Maverick. They're going to stop him from tricking the walls and hatches, because Clubhouse is a map where reinforced walls actually matter quite a lot. Of course, they matter on every map, but Clubhouse is one of those maps where reinforced walls are a great asset to have. And Mira, unfortunately, she'll be maintaining her very, very high ban rate in this tournament, getting banned yet again. And the last defender ban for level 0 esports. Love to see who they ban, because this is a good pick. This is an interesting situation. Do they keep Echo? Do they take out Valkyrie? Do they take out Echo? Do they keep Kavera? Who are they going to ban? And it is Echo. So, with that being said, that is the ban phase all done and dusted. Mira and Echo, once again, the defending pair to be banned for a tournament match.
Well, I'm back.
Oh, hello. And I am joined by my co-caster here, Baba Gusta.
What up?
Yes. So
like, yes, can you recap me about what happened right now in the previous matchup? Who win?
So, level 0 won at overtime match point all the way down to 8-7.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very close game. It was a very good game, a very close game. Unfortunately, MRCZ just not able to win it out right at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
And level 0 took that map, taking the advantage.
So right now this is map 3 clubhouse, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yep. Okay, finally I'm back. Let's hope I won't be having any more technical problems of my private life. But hey, it's life. What can you do more than that? Anyways, all right. Looks like level 0 esports and mercenaries are both one each map, and right now clubhouse will be, I would say, the point where either two of these teams will have an advantage of, and I'm guessing the next map would be Bank? Or is Bank allowed
no,
in this
map 4 is, as far as I'm aware, Coastline.
Coastline, nice. So Coastline would be one more just to decide who's going to win, and then we have the last map, which is the decider. Is the decider Bank?
Now, that I'm not entirely certain of myself, but I think it is.
Alright, so on map 5, we will finally get to know who's going to, get the title as the winner. But currently, we're just quite confused on who both of these teams are going to perform well, because, we have Taha on Mercenaries, who've been quite performing well on fragging, and then we have on team level 0 esports, that's Envy, who's been making quite good amount of clutches, and how can I forget about Slayer's plays as well, who was playing as Jaeger on map 1 and 2. And
both teams have been making some very, very good plays, very aggressive and very instrumental
risky
plays.
They were making a lot of risky plays as well, which quite worked out for level 0, but I don't know about team mercenaries. They did a little bit of risky plays, but did not quite worked out in their favor. So right now on clubhouse, let's see how it is going to perform. One Goyo shield is going to be detonated from Zophia's concussion nades. Sorry, that I would see the impact nades from her KSOU lifeline. And Mighty Ferrum is actually thinking of going for a run out and will eventually get MI7 right from the gym window. A quite important one indeed, but Zofia will be there to take him out. But no, Jaeger is there to give a support on his team, but that does not work out anyways. It's already a huge bloodbath from both the teams. And right now, when it comes to this specific round right now, the manpower is still on the favor of level 0 esports. And quite frankly, the defense is quite running well. Hibana opening up the hatches on bar as well as on the stock room, trying to find at least one or two angles and hopefully, get towards the plant right towards on Arsenal default.
Now we still do have A little camera glitch over there, it seems. That's unfortunate. However, we still have Fatar and Lexus. They have performed very well in these sort of clutch situations. For Mercenaries, with the diffuser, you have Valkyrie instead of Dirt, and now Kitchen Ash is being opened by Hibana. That is your Lexus inside of Kitchen. He opens the hatch, and now a very good sight line has been opened inside of sight. However, will be taken down. Well, Lexus goes down anyway. He's in a down but not out state, and will be revived, but he's gonna have 20 HP only. And we have Valkyrie up here in an Envy running around on the top floor. Doctor takes down Lexus. That's your Hibana out of the match, and Fatar will take the fight with the Doc. Not gonna get anything just yet. Doc is lit up on an Envy on the flank. Will pick up Fatar inside the kitchen. That is level 0 taking round 1.
Well, a huge bloodbath, and then finally at the end, level 0 winning their first point on a map like Clubhouse. And right now it will be CCTV room and cash room. And judging by the bans that we've been seeing right now, a Maverick ban is an important ban when it comes to a map like Clubhouse, because they can just get an easy access towards on CCTV, and that ban just made the CCTV site way much more powerful on the hands of defenders.
Exactly, and with Mighty picking the Bandit, it's pretty clear that they're going to be tricking, obviously. You have Thatcher, Thermite, and Hibana, so they have the tools necessary even without the Maverick to try and open it, despite the Bandit tricks. However, it's going to be difficult. Maverick won't be able to open those tiny lines of sight to take out the Bandit previously, and in fact, Mighty doesn't seem to be going for a Bandit. He's 6-picked into Mute, so Kaid will be the only electrical interference for the defenders. So I don't think they're actually looking for trick. I think they're looking for hold.
Right now, I kind of see the operators picked by Team Mercenaries. You see those 3 main operators, Thermite, Sophia, and Thatcher, which are quite important on opening up those walls. You can use those Sophia's concussion to eventually, to make sure that Bandit does not be able to place those, Bandit charges. But unfortunately, that's been 6-picked as Mute, and Kaid will be there to use his Electrico right from below the garage walls, which gives them, a quite hiding spot. But still, it will be eventually taken out by Thatcher's EMP nonetheless. And right now, that early spawn kill might give it beneficiary for Team Level 0 if Doc finds a way here.
Doesn't seem like he's gonna
be no, man, there's no Doc here, there's Kaid.
Doctor, actually.
Doctor, yes.
But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he'll be finding anybody to peek out of the garage door, so he's gonna rotate back up towards red stairs. As far as, he's back in sight now, and he's gonna ping the main wall to signal that they have probably Thatchered it. So, main wall open is, there's the Hibana charge coming out, and the Thermite charge breaks open the wall. That's your line of sight, and the main wall has been opened. Shots are being fired. Doctor and Slayer are both on low HP. And now, it's time to see how MRCZ Level 0 hold down this post-wall open situation. We do still have the King sitting inside of the garage, the catwalk. He's going to see the Zofia, and shots are going to be traded, but to no avail. Valkyrie over here on the first floor is going to rotate up the red stairs. And overall, no big pushes being made. Capita did fire 1 bolt. Yes, he's fired another one, but Doctor's going to take the MI7, and MI7 will take down Doctor. That's his firebolts coming into play as an operator trade happens. Taha goes down, in fact. He's in a bit of a precarious situation. All the way outside by parking. He's going to withstand. There is a defender on the first floor, but the window being barricaded won't give the attackers the line of sight to take out Veneno. And Thermite also has open garage, so that's another entryway into garage, and that much closer to the side. So if the catwalk, he's going to pre-fire the walls of sight, take out the ADS, but nothing happening in his favor just yet.
Well, he'll be definitely get pinged from those default camps, and we already seen Veneno prowling from that stairs of basement, hopefully trying to get the pick off from Zofia at that proper time. He will eventually get one and will eventually eliminate Taha in the process, leaving them the garage control. Meanwhile, you see Noctis holding from that CCTV balcony, getting that one more kill. And that is a kite down with the TCSG, a powerful weapon, an effective one, and finally, with that 22 seconds left on the clock for Team Mercenaries, they have to execute on the site here. They're just waiting for the intel from that thermite with that drone out. Now they have to execute it right now. Push is getting onto. Qatar will get Valk. He goes for that plant out with everyone angle being holded on right from the CCTV balcony as well as on the garage balcony as well. That plant doesn't work out.
There was a run out from the mute that we couldn't really see because the feed's a little bit, there's a little
The feeds
bit
are
of
wonderful.
feed.
It's okay.
I mean, yeah, but they are great. But the mute running out from construction, he denied the plant right there, and unfortunately, mercenaries weren't quick enough to capitalize on the fact that diffuser was right in front of them. Kind of leaving
I mean,
around.
they did gain control. Like when I saw Hibana taking back the control, where Jaeger actually took out Zofia while he was in that catwalk of garage. But quite sadly to say that even with the angles provided, they did not expected a mute to arrive at that specific position, and that's exactly how Team Mercenaries are. They're getting caught off guard each and every time. This amount of plays that level 0 esports are making, and that's exactly what level 0 needs right now. They need that surprise element to get back up on their feet, and it's quite working out on defense, but I don't think it's quite working out on attack for level 0 esports.
Well, so far mercenaries, as you said, have been caught up pretty badly on both counts, and it just goes to show that while they're mostly executing very standard pushes, but they're not expecting level 0. They're not making sure to expect the unexpected, and that's really costing them so far. It's costing them rounds. And now with Gym Bedroom being the side of choice, it's going to be interesting to see how mercenaries adapt to this playstyle that level 0 has brought into this map. Now, from what we can see over here, the level 0 is making quite a lot of rotates in and around the place. In and out of CCTV, cash, in and out of logistics, in and out of construction, making sight lanes using Cade and smoke shotguns. And it's definitely going to be quite interesting to see how MRCZ decide to combat that, as we have Hibana opening up line of sight on this wall. Nothing much coming off that yet because she did drop them up, but that will notify the defenders that there is a potential of a push happening from there. Now you have Ella outside of logistics with the deployable shield, just waiting for the wall to be open. And Thermite will open the wall with some assistance from Thatcher. No bandit tricking because, well, there is no bandit. Cade's electric claws have been expended. So now, with that wall open, the map is open to anybody, as MI7 will take down Mighty. That's the first defender off the board. Inside of Jim, the ADS being expended. Unfortunately, taking out both the concussion grenades of Zofia and a little bit of intel being wasted in favor of the defenders here.
Right now, for Team Mercenaries, they have been getting a lot of problem, as Invi will be there to get the opening frag to take out MI7. Meanwhile, Venenzo as Jaeger taking out Lexus. Both of them are down for the count, as Mercenaries are in a very tough spot to get back right onto. Right now, Zofia getting in towards on Jim, trying to gain control, but there is a lot of holes present there, including the intel. She'll be taking out that intel from Jim, but the Kaid holding towards on bedroom will be having a lot of problems for Zofia to get back onto. Fatar getting 2 kills, an important one indeed, as he has control over from the logistics office. And right now, the only thing that they require right now is gain control on the site and hopefully plant the diffuser. But Noctis is here. Meanwhile, Doctor getting the kill on towards on Fatar, eliminating him from the logistics office. And right now, Noctis and Taha are the only 2 operators left for Team Mercenaries to get back up on this fight here.
Both of them are situated right now, right outside a bathroom, and Jim might actually make the decision to open up the bathroom wall, maybe? Yes, in fact, he does trigger his brimstone charge, and Ella rotates into Jim. Now, this is a good position that she's in. Envy could very well take out both of the operators. Now their shots have been fired, he knows where they are, and he's going to stick to Jim. Thermite actually pushes into bathroom in the meanwhile, takes some shots as Ella will be taken down by the Zofia. 7 seconds left on the clock. Thermite has to push in, and Taha will take down Doctor. Thankfully, the plant not being required to go down as Zofia running into sight takes down the last defender on Cade, and MRCZ securing their first round win in this map.
A really good push there from both Taha and MI7. Sorry, Taha and Noctis, I would say. A really good thinking of even opening up the walls of bathroom, which gave them the access towards both gym as well as on bedroom site, leaving the defenders quite dangerous as they had to hold more than 2 angles and eventually got caught off guard from Zofia's place there. A great work from Team Level 0, and but quite eventually the win will always go to Team Mercenaries.
Exactly, and well, Mercenaries was in a pretty bad spot, but they managed to pull it out right at the end, opening up the bathroom wall to make sure that access to site was a lot easier, because Jim was obviously the much riskier plan, right? Because they had the footholds there, and Cade could have easily seen any one of them planting and taking them out. So that was actually quite the smart decision to open up the bathroom and push through there, which actually secured both the kills. Now, moving on to this round right here, we are back to a basement hold from level 0. They have the Goyo and the Valkyrie and everyone that we saw the last time. And if my memory serves me correctly, they did a very top-heavy, like second floor kind of top-heavy hold the last time they defended basement. Will they do this one? It looks like it. We have Valkyrie already on the second floor in Envy, and Slayer as well is going to be making holes in the ceiling for anyone in logistics to sit down and hold the hatch open from. It's going to be very interesting to see how MRCZ takes this, as garage is already being opened, and Envy was in garage for quite a long time, but manages to safely drop down and retreat to site. Unfortunately, nothing going the way of Taha there, and he won't get an early kill.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Hey, with all of that being said, we still have we still have mercenaries who have to try and gain control of second floor. They know this time that there's going to be operators up here, and Goyo and Jaeger are here to prove them right, and hopefully take down any roam clear that the attackers send their way. Now, it's going to be interesting. We have Noctis down here by the hatch on top of stage. He knows that there's a Goyo up here. And Goyo, I don't think he knows that there's a thermite down here, but he's going to push into cash unharmed so far. Sophie's going to use up one more of her grenade and use her concussive and a grenade to burn out the ADS, but she won't be able to get the Goyo shield that's sitting there. However, she will get the Goyo as Lexus takes down Envy at the same time. Unfortunately, Jaeger sitting on top behind that Goyo shield will take down Taha. Veneno gets a kill onto Taha. That's your first MRCZ dropped. As 2 men from level 0 have already gone down. Unfortunately, Veneno will be taken up by Fatah from the back as well. Inside of cash room, and that is your top floor control established by MRCZ. And now hatches are going to be open very safely, as you have the first hatch above Church being opened by Hibana. Doctor is actually already shooting some bullets. Doesn't seem like he has caught anybody, but he knows, at least he thinks someone is in fact on the stairs, but nothing is going to come out of that just yet. In fact, we have Hibana who already dropped into Moto and went outside the hallway. As Thermite's going to open up another wall somewhere, I couldn't really see where that was, as Doc is taken down inside of sight. Fatar gets another kill onto Slayer, winning attackers round 4. And MRCZ taking their second round in this map, excuse me. That was quite the roam clear from MRCZ. They managed to take down the defenders with minimal damage taken to themselves, which left all but one thing, which was to get inside and get the remaining two anchors. And they were able to execute that push very, very well. Again, minimal damage to MRCZ. Level 0 just kind of fell away there. And now the scoreboard is equalized with 2-2 for both teams. Now we do have a 6-pick here for Envy, who's going to switch up from the Valkyrie to the Doc. Looks like he's going to prefer the ACOG over the Intel. Now we do have Mozzie for the defenders, so that's not really much of a big deal. But we'll have to see how useful Mozzie is. Of course, his guns are great. He has a secondary shotgun that's very good for opening up rotations. He's quick. He's a 2-speed 2 armor, so he's not exactly lightweighted, but he's not exactly slow either. He's somewhere in the middle, which gives him, and given his slightly smaller frame than most operators, he's quite a slippery op to get a hold of. But Mozzie's main gadget, of course, being his pest spider that he puts out everywhere to catch drones. If they don't catch a drone, well, that's a gadget being rendered completely useless. As we have a spawn peek here from Envy, who's going to be holding on to those stairs, but doesn't look like it. He's going to pull back, and no spawn peeks happening as he retreats back to the site. Now then, how do the attackers go about this? Because the defenders have chosen the basement side all over again. They're going to be droning, obviously. And the defenders this time, I think they've chosen not to have too many bodies on second floor. We do still have one. That's Veneno on the Jaeger. He's going to see a drone and take it out as fast as possible. Actually, we still have two bodies up here. Never mind. You'd have Mighty over here on Mozzie. And both of them know that there's a Capito outside of gym, well, outside the bedroom windows. And the hatch has been opened because Hibana has just deployed her gadget. Yes, that is the blue hatch that has been opened. Now, the game is being opened up slightly in favor of even who gets the first kill as Capito peeks the bedroom window and is downed. MRCZ goes down outside the bedroom. That is Mozzie getting... well, not getting a kill as Doctor goes down, actually. Noctis will take down Doc. The Doctor, that's Kayi, by the way. Envy over here pushing into bedroom, doesn't see anybody, so he's fine with that. But MRCZ is losing HP quite fast. Mozzie sitting there in the bathroom, not going to be taken out just yet. We still have two roamers on the top floor. Veneno has a nice little angle into construction, but inside a bedroom, Taha is just waiting for somebody to peek. MRCZ has been picked up, so no body loss for the attackers just yet. MRCZ. Now inside a bathroom, there is still the Mozzie, and Taha just sitting behind the bed is going to take down Veneno and take down Mighty. That's a nice double kill there, and that is your Roma's taken out with almost zero damage being done to MRCZ. Once again, proving very good at roam clearing. We have Doc in Garage, who's just kind of sitting there. Envy, he's taking some damage and has to take the Stim Pistol. Slayer will take down Taha in the meanwhile inside of Church. Outside of Church. He gets the ping, but unfortunately will not be able to capitalize on it as Hibana takes him down. Lexus is now pushing for sight, and we have Doc just on top of Blue Hash, moving into bar. Will go down, and will be taken down. Yes, he will. Mercenaries will take round 5 as Fatar takes down Envy. Now then, MRCZ have planted themselves, not planted, but they have taken the lead in terms of the score, 3-2 in their favor, going clubhouse so far, and level 0 find themselves in a bit of a precarious situation because they have to start winning again and stop MRCZ from running away with the momentum. MRCZ have been very good with that basement hold that level 0 tries to go for, with their roam clear being on point, and taking even less damage the second time around because they knew that was going to happen. Taha being very instrumental in that top bedroom situation.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Now, as things are, Level 0 does have access to their CCTV holding, so they will be going there. And once again, they don't even have the cave this time, only the mute, so they're not even going to run any sort of electrical interference. Any sort of intel denial that they have is in the form of these jammers. And outside of that, it's mostly their own drone shooting skills, which obviously they're up to scratch. Reinforcing garage as the standard hold goes. Overall, both teams have shown their A game, but right now, Mercenaries, it cannot be overstated how well they've done to take the lead in this match, because they went 2-0 immediately. And then brought it back to 3-2. This has been the theme of this match, this finals match so far in this clan war, that they've basically been like one team's been on the back foot for a long time, and then they bring it back, and then of course the other team brings it back as well. Like first map, we had MRCZ in the back foot, and then they took it back. The second map, we had Level 0 in the back foot, they took it back, went to overtime, and still won, obviously. And now it's that kind of a theme all over again with Mercenaries, bringing it back from a 2-0 to a 3-2. As the CC main wall has been opened, Level 0 is not even going to try and contest the fact that they are going to open the wall. Instead, they're going to wait for the wall to be open and contest everything from there. As Slayer will take down Lexus, that is your first attacker down, and that is Hibana, one of the two hard breaches. Now, just as I said, they're contesting from the open wall instead of contesting the wall being opened. Now you do have Envy running down to garage stairs right here, the blue stairs, and he's gonna rotate not down blue stairs, but he's just sitting there making a little bit of noise, and that proves to be useful as he takes down Noctis. That is your second hard breacher out of the game. Now the wall is still open, so that's not the point. However, Capital will be taken out as well. That is MISN being taken down by Doctor, and now MRCZ find themselves even further in the back foot as Doctor takes down Taha, and it's all up to Fatar. In an unfortunate 1v5, as Envy peeks him, he will take Envy down. He still has a minute 20 on the clock, so he has plenty of time to take it slow, drone it out, and eventually find his way into sight. But will he be able to do that with all the defenders there, and with a Doc still on the board, which is the main point here? Doc still has two of his stim pistols as well, and we still have a defender on first floor, but that's not going to matter as Veneno finds and peeks Fatar, gets the headshot, and that is Level 0 securing this round. Very, very good CCTV defense from Level 0, taking down Mercenaries one by one, and equalizing the score once again to a 3-3. This is a good match. This is a very, very good match to cast. This is a very good match to watch. And I hope everybody at home is having a good time as well. You know, yeah. Now then, with it being 3-3, obviously, we are at a mirrored situation as we were in map 1, because going into rotation, role swap that is, both teams were on a tied score, as we have a 6 pick from Lexus switching out from the Caveira to Bandit? Question mark? Yes, Bandit. Lexus will be taking the Bandit, and they are going to church. So the Bandit will most likely be sitting in church, protecting that church wall from being opened by the Thermite, who, well, it remains to be seen if Level 0 go for that, but if they do, then they'll have a Bandit to contend with. And that's going to be an interesting show. That's quite the interesting camera from Noctis, the Valkyrie, hiding it in the extended part of the stairs, just under it, and it's quite the nice cam he has there. And another thing that Mercenaries did bring is the visual in MII7, a very good 3-speed op, and very good for intel denial, especially on the roam. He is one of the best roamers in the game, without a doubt, especially with how he can deny drones his presence, but he's gonna try and deny an operator. He runs out of dirt into construction, but doesn't see anybody, so he's forced to pull back and reinforce back up the tunnel. Unfortunately, no early spawn kills being seen for IDP. And
Yeah.
oh, hello.
Yep, back again. I really do apologize for my presence here. And with that, already Ash getting his first kill, an important one, but Lexus will be there to take him out. Please just continue. Please continue.
Yes. So I was about to say, like, that push from Ash was like with the drone in front of her. That was actually quite the nice push. It seemed like it was going to work, but unfortunately, not quite. Visual being taken out, but MI7 was the kill on MI7 was instantly traded into the kill to the pusher, which was Doctor on the Ash, and that equalized the body count for both teams. We have Buck in Kitchen. He's going to be opening side vertical gameplay through Kitchen, which is usually very important to achieve, and it looks like it has been. So now, a lot of the Arsenal site is going to be denied through vertical gameplay. Oh, unfortunately,
Whoa.
that's C4 right there, taking Indy down. But doesn't look like Noctis knows exactly where the bug is, so Indy might be alive. The pings are coming out, and that's a lot of shots being fired everywhere as Noctis unfortunately goes down. Veneno did take quite the beating there, but he's not down just yet. Indy's revived 20 HP, and level 0 looks like they might slowly take the lead here.
Well, a slow lead indeed, but advantageous one for Team Level 0 Esports, as both of those players are below 10 HP. So for Team Mercenaries, they still have a chance to make this one out. But the only problem is they don't have a hard breach area. Yes, we still have Thermite, so he's going to opening up one hatch of Kitchen, and I'm guessing that he will be opening up one wall to the Kitchen wall, which is quite an important one indeed, as he can hold both the angles, right from the Arsenal entrance to and also on the Kitchen. Hatcher goes down from Jaeger, an important one, but does he know that Thermite is also in the tunnels layer? With that diffuser in sight, he sees the head of the Jaeger and he will take him down, and that's a Taha down indeed. And right now Fatar and Lexus are the only two operators on defense. Ella is getting cooked to smithereens from Capitau's flame bolts as she is
going to
down.
run through it. He's in the smoke, unfortunately not being able to capitalize on it as Thermite comes in. Is going to go for the plant. Mighty will take down Fatar as Lexus takes down Envy, but the plant is still going off, and Lexus from top will not be able to deny the plant. He contested through hatch, but is he going to find somebody? Doesn't look like it. And now it's all on him, and he's at half HP, roughly 50. And Slayer and Mighty are on full. They have control of sight, and Lexus doesn't look like he's going to find them through any sort of vertical play. Capitao still has... Does he have? He does. He still has one of his arrows at play, and he's going to flame off one of the possible entry points. Now, Envy's still trying. Lexus, in fact, is still trying, but he's just not finding anyone that he can take out. He's going to drop the hatch and will be taken down. Level 0 win, round 7.
A great push there from Team Level 0 Esports, capitalizing the rumor first as Doctor went in aggressively towards the main stairs where he took a vigil off guard, which made the roaming possibilities for Team Mercenaries quite difficult. And even with the control on the site, it didn't quite work out for Team Mercenaries, and they just lost one more point on towards on Level 0 Esports. And I would say it quite frankly that Team Level 0 Esports are like getting back in form. Like from the previous matchups that we've been seeing for the past two maps, we saw on the first map where Team Level 0 Esports were quite difficult on adapting on Team Mercenaries playthrough, but in the end, like they kept on playing. They got to know what kind of roles that they are in, who the flanker is present, what kind of positions he's going to be in, and that's exactly what Team Level 0 Esports is quite working out on them. They are very good when it comes to adapting, but let's not forget about Team Mercenaries here. They have been quite dominant on defense, and in attack they still have a little bit of problems to deal with, but at the end they still need to focus a little bit on the attack phase. But on towards on defense, they're quite confident on it.
Exactly. So far, Level 0 on attack has had a few tiny issues in there, but mostly they've managed to capitalize on the mistakes made by MRCZ. So nothing, like no harm, no foul at the end of the day. And they are in the lead at 4-3 in this map.
And that too, let's not forget, is the CCTV hold where the defenders has a lot of things to deal on with, and wow, that is one big oof
That is just
I
completely
cannot believe
unfortunate.
that just happened right there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. A half-walled impact nade, which does not even have a proper rotation. Yes, you can just hold angles in it, but you can't even make a rotate out of it.
I mean,
It's
that was the
very
point of the impact, and that point has unfortunately been defeated. Very, very, that like just completely unfortunate
I
for
mean,
it.
like, I don't know. It's quite mean for me to say, but I'm going to say they just outplayed themselves. I know. I'm really sorry. I just had to say. I just had to say it. Okay. They just outplayed themselves. All right. Impact Nate betrayed you guys. All right. I'm sorry, mercenaries. I'm extremely sorry. I had to say it.
Well, unfortunate as it may be, Mercenaries are just going to plow through with this situation as it were. You have the Zofia from below, and she has successfully managed to get Bandit out of Bandit tricking, and that will be the wall open as far as I'm aware. Now, shots are being fired from inside of ground storage and the bar door. No one being damaged just yet, but the visual is in a bad position because he's being pushed from outside and inside. And Fatar is, well, he's holding on, doing his best. Unfortunately, MRCZ can't, like, the same can be said for him as he goes on to Doctor. Veneno, in the meanwhile, would go down to Noctis. And, yeah, the game is open. Anyone for taking. Flashbangs are being thrown up to garage catwalk from the Ash as Zofia goes down inside of the garage. And, whoa, what was that? That was Fatar going down to Slayer, and it's a 2v2. Lots of bodies dropping on the first floor. Not much action happening inside the site just yet, but we have Lexus here sitting in the eastern stairs hallway. He's going to be instrumental to everyone pushing through the open wall as Capital smokes off the rotation from garage, and he's going to push up towards the window. But they know that there's Legion in here. They have to do their best to try and not be taken out by him, as Legion, well, he'll be throwing out his goo mines, but Thermite walks in. He's gonna peek. He's gonna get lit up from the Jaeger below, but Legion isn't gonna find anything. However, I think someone's down. No, no one is down. As Mighty is going for the plant. Now the plant's off, and now it's Lexus who takes down Mighty, and Slayer inside. Or where is? He's actually inside of Cash. That's a nice little. It's a safe hold he has, but he's gonna be hard pressed to take this back as Legion pushes him. However, Lexus will go down, and Slayer is now in a 1v1. However, Ta is going for the counter defuse. Slayer has to run because he's planted in Mighty's planted in that kind of a position, and unfortunately, firing bullets gives away his position. Ta will take down the last attacker and counter defuse all the way to win the round for Mercenaries.
Well, great plays there from Taha, making good amount of rotations. I would say, like, when it comes to, you know, his positioning, he like rotated quite pretty well there, and
he did. He capitalized on the little mistakes here and there. Not to mention Lexus taking down. Well, the Legion. Lexus was playing Legion last time. Yes.
Yeah, Lexus was taking down Legion, but quite unfortunately, I saw, you know, MI7, you know, gets picked off pretty quite early from Envy there.
That seemed like it would be a big blow, and it was for a certain amount of the game. But thankfully, MRCZ managed to pull it back, and once again, we're back on equal scoring. This is quite a close matchup because every time, say, level 0 wins a round, MRCZ bounces back instantly, and then they win a round, and level 0 bounces back. It's quite a fun game to watch.
It is a quite fun game to watch, but here comes the fun fact: we first will get to notice who will be that specific player who makes the biggest mistake, because I really can't wait to see which player is going to make the first mistake. Is it going to be Doctor from level 0 esports or the great fragger Taha himself from Team Mercenaries? Because it's quite difficult to say, because the whole game changing as well as throwing, both of them comes from the fragger themselves. If they get their potential fraggers, or I would say if the fraggers picks out the roamers in quite a quick succession, obviously you'd be doing a great job. But if you fail in doing that and gets picked off quite early, that's where the mistake comes to play in. And right now, I'm just waiting for that special magic to happen here, as Pulse is actually, trying to gain control right from the tunnels. He eventually won't find anyone. I mean, he will find
A bomb has been
Thermite though, but
He's not going to be able to do much about it. All he can do is say that Thermite's opening up dirt. And speaking of, that will be dirt open. Bandit actually rushed there to try and stop him, but it was way too late by the time he actually got there. So dirt wall, Thermite successfully opening it as Fatar goes down to Doctor. Curiously enough, outside of Bar. That is your one of MRCZ's roamers down for the count.
down to the count, and two of those air jabs has been placed from Nomad, so she still has one more. Never mind, she doesn't have any more air jabs to be placed on with. Might possibly, like, she kept it on near the flank just to make sure that flank does not happen. Meanwhile, we see Ash trying to pre-fire right from below the arsenal. He actually saws one body but does not get the kill, however, nor any of those operators from defense have been tagged just yet. All of 4 players from Team Mercenaries are praying from the site. They're just waiting for the attackers to push in.
Speaking of pushing in, the attackers are mostly, they seem kind of hesitant to just push in, push in just yet. As Blue Mine goes off inside of dirt and does usually see, he does have a punch hole here, but doesn't seem like he sees the person inside of dirt, but he does get tagged up from top of blue, and shots are fired from inside of dirt. That will be Legion off the board. Taha goes down to Ingvi. Capitals, well, he's shooting his flames everywhere. And actually, Diffuser is down, like, the player with the Diffuser is inside of sight. Not been confirmed just yet as Doctor goes down to Noctis. Unfortunately, that's quite the air jab, but not enough to save Mighty as MI7 gets a double kill up here. As Noctis goes down inside of sight to Slayer, but MI7 is now on the hatch. He has control of vertical gameplay, and both bodies are in blue from the looks of things. So this is now on a stalemate. Who's going to make the first
attackers
move?
dropped the diffuser.
Yep.
Attackers
Who's
recovered
going to make the first move? Indeed, because both of those operators are present from the blue stairs, as Slayer will be there to plant the diffuser from the arsenal. Invi will be there to take out Lexus, and right now it's all down to MI7 to clutch this one out in a 1-2 situation. It will never work out. Thus, Ash is there to take out MI7 as Level 0 Esports will be winning on attack on round 9.
And that just further cements Level 0's lead. Well, not further cements. They actually, I think, got the lead just now. And in fact, it is 5-4 in their favor. And once again, a close game. A very good flank from MI7. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize on that to stop the plant when he dropped back down the site. And the Slayer went for the plant, and he managed to pull it off even when his friend, his teammate, was taken off the board. And well, that was it right there.
That was it. One plant on the defuse, and then suddenly the tables have been turned.
Flipped on its head right there.
Yep, just like that. Wait, did he just say flicked on his head? Just like
Flipped.
flick, like, like you just take your hand and just flick it with the hand.
FLIP.
Acha, FLIP, flip. I thought you said flick.
any bombs.
Oh, okay. No, I understand it may have sounded like that. I'm sorry about that.
It's alright. I actually thought that, just imagine MI7 winning that round with the flick.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have worked out, but he didn't had that much of intel present on the site, so
Exactly. Unfortunately, not being able to cross it. Now, this map so far, at least up until this point right here, has been a lot closer than both the maps previously. Both maps, one team, like either MRCZ or Level 0, had established a very clear lead before the other team managed to make a comeback, right? This time, both teams are playing on equal footing, and they don't want to give up, which is making this map even more interesting than the last two.
I mean, it is quite interesting indeed, because right now, judging by the pulse play that has been happening to the tunnels yet again, Bandit is actually thinking of wasting an exothermic charge, which is quite an interesting one, because if you take out one exothermic charge from the tunnel, that would leave one hatch is not opened from the hatches. He's actually trying to go for it, but it doesn't quite work out, and they has to just fall back indeed. That risky play will not work for Team Mercenaries, not from here, while Level 0 Esports is holding each and every angles tight. It was a good effort, though. I'll just give it to MI7, but
As,
it's quite not
for
working
Doctor.
out.
as Fatar over
Envy.
here goes down to Envy. And once again, Fatar being taken out early. That's one of their best roamers in this game so far. So that kill is very valuable to level 0. We still have Pulse this time, trying to into the kitchen as to stop anybody from opening it. And question mark if Thatcher EMP does come in. And impact grenades are being prepared. They have to just established. Alibi inside of sight does take some shots, doesn't find anybody, but with both angles open, she's been forced to retreat somewhat. But the Nitro Cell from MRCZ will take down Envy. That's Ash out of the equation. Unfortunately, MRCZ also goes down, fragged onto by Doctor, who's sitting in the stairs.
Well, 2-man count down for Team Mercenaries as they are holding that side real tight. Alibi is having a lot of problems, and that problem will be solved from none other than Mighty. Will be there to take out Taha, and right now things are not looking quite well for Team Mercenaries as 2 operators are holding down to their side for their dear life. 2 impact holes has been made, a lot of angles been created. Doctor holding that angle right from that Arsenal entrance doesn't find Jaeger, who is holding on towards an Arsenal. And right now time is ticking, and right now time is what exactly Team Mercenaries needs to win this round out, as they are 1 point left behind.
Now we do still have the Jaeger inside of sight, who will be taken out by the long hallway from Doctor. And as Noctis goes down, that leaves Lexus all alone inside of Moto here. He's going to go into church and he's going to try and find anybody that he can, as Slayer's going to go for the plant. Capta has his firebolts out. He's going to run through the fire and the flames into blue, try and pistol somebody, and gets Veneno, but he's tagged up and they know he's in blue. There's an operator prone, but not being able to take it out, and Slayer goes down as well. Lexus has brought it down to a 1v2, and both attackers have repositioned. Smoke's coming out from Capita to hide his presence deep inside of sight, as that will work out in his favor, and he will take Lexus as level 0 take another step in the lead.
I would definitely say for Team Mercenaries, history just repeated itself. That this is exactly what happened on the previous round. You know, Pulse and Bandit doing the same thing yet again, failing on, you know, trying to take out one of those exothermic charge so that they could, you know, easily, you know, make an angle through towards on tunnel, which failed. And then, you know, at the second, Alibi tries to, you know, deny those exothermic charge, but still fails yet again. And Slayer planting the diffuser the second time.
It's really
it's really sad to see that. It's just really sad to see, you know, how, you know, coordinated and dedicated Team Mercenaries is. They thought that at least adapting a little bit could work out. It's not working quite well in their favor. And Fatar, how can I forget about Fatar, dude? He just got picked off twice.
very early.
He got picked off
Early.
twice very early, which made them cost Mercenaries 1 point. Yes, indeed. Like, even though Fatar was, you know, got picked off quite early on the previous, you know, match, he did win. Team Mercenaries win out, but it didn't quite work out at the previous one. And right now, Team Level 0 Esports are in match point, and they still have 1 extra chance to win this map on Clubhouse.
Not to count MRCZ out, they definitely have what it takes to beat level 0 in this site hold that they take on CCTV and Cash. And, well, they did bring Bandit, MRCZ bringing in Bandit, so maybe he's going to be Bandit, who knows. And actually, I think he's positioning himself for that. So they are trying to deny level 0 from getting in. Unfortunately, last time they tried to Bandit trick, it didn't quite work because of the Zofia from below. This time, there is no Zofia. That's actually quite curious. We might have Mighty from below try and pull something with his captain. Actually, Bandit's here in Garage. He's not even in sight trying to hold that down. He's in Garage to Bandit trick Garage from being on. That's quite risky.
I mean, it is risky, but it will work out, because if the defender has the control on Garage, they still have a chance to deny the defuse being planted on default of CCTV. So that's actually a quite, you know, a very great play coming from Team Mercenaries. And right now, yeah, and like, just look at that. Exothermic charge being used right from the Garage wall. He's going to open that out. And right now, for Team Mercenaries to get back up on their feet. All they have to do right now is get control over on Garage, and if Doc loses this fight against it, it will be all game over for Team Mercenaries.
Speaking of fighting on Garage, Doctor has taken up the Nomad for level 0. Has taken quite a beating down there. It looks like fighting is going on in the first floor as Envy will take down Fatar once again. Fatar unfortunately being picked up way too early as... Oh, dear me. Ash just sort of ran into sight. Unfortunately, is taken out by MII7. That's Envy off the board. And a successful bandit trick from MII7 as well. He will deny Thermite from opening up CCTV's main wall. And now that gives the defenders a huge advantage in this round. Because without opening the main wall, the push is basically cut in half.
It's cut in half indeed. So the only way for the attackers is to get a hold of Motorcycle Garage, in which Doc is holding an angle on. And right now, things are quite heated up for level 0 esports as they are sitting on towards on match point and a little bit of, I would say, time remaining for them. They did open up the wall, but Taha will be there to get a double kill by taking out Venenzo, which leads to only Slayer and Mighty to clutch this one out.
Capital's gonna flame bolt on the catwalk, but Doc's gonna find him and take down Mighty. He's gonna be refragged onto, but Taha's already there. Slayer did kill the dog, but well, you have the Jaeger, runs into Garage, kills the entry frag, and that's that.
That's a good night.
MRCZ bringing themselves back just by that one round, and they still have to win one more round to bring it to overtime, of course. But they've given themselves a good chance at bringing this entire match around by winning that round.
You know, I feel bad for Fatar here. He's been getting picked off so damn early.
He has.
Even he actually decided that, you know what, I am not going to roam. I decide that I'm going to hold the site instead. Next thing you know, Envy just rushes in from the CCTV and be like, hello there. Boom. He goes away. He just gets disappeared. And like, I just wish we had, you know, a face cam on each of these players just to look at the reaction of Fatar each and every time he gets picked off. Very
like
early.
I feel really bad for the man. He's trying his hardest, but unfortunately, it's just not enough in front of Envy. He's taken him down twice in 2 rounds now.
Twice in 2 rounds indeed. And I'm quite, I would say, the playstyles that both of these teams are going through is so damn fascinating.
It is.
Like most of the times that we would see, it would be, you know, a one-sided 0-7-0-7 or you know, 7-0-7-0, but this is quite, you know, neck to neck, toe to toe. Who's going to win? Who's going to eat chicken? Who's going to eat biryani? No one would actually even know who's going to win this out. And I'm kind of like, each and every time when these guys make a play, I literally stand up on my chair and be like, how in the hell does he do that?
I know, right? Watching pros play at this like elevated state of play, it's just so mind blowing because you learn things you never thought, like you never knew before, and things you can't really learn from just playing ranked leagues because pro level teaches you things that like regular Siege cannot. And I have a lot of my own like growth as a Siege player to thank to the pro league, right? Watching the invitationals and pro leagues and the majors, everything like that has contributed to me growing as a player. And well, here we are.
Yeah, I mean, looks like Envy is actually thinking about going for a rush here, but since Ash knows that Ella is actually playing from cash room, it would be a very bad idea to vault in, because vaulting is everyone's enemy when it comes to a gunfight. I just hate to vault. I even decided not to vault in a certain gunfight, because if you just vault in that animation itself, you'd be way damn inaccurate. And
exactly. More than that is because like you have to actively turn while you're vaulting, which and that kind of movement, it doesn't really help. It's a big detriment to your aim. As hello there, says Moss, and he's gonna like tag up Envy quite a bit, but unfortunately they will be taken out from the other window inside the bedroom. Envy gets his revenge onto Taha.
I pulled a sneaky one on you. Meanwhile, Doctor will be there to take out Noctis right from the logistics office, and he'll be using the breach charge as well to try to take out. I don't know what she was thinking. She actually took out her own air jabs,
Exactly.
including with the breach charge. What were you thinking?
She
But
put the
still,
air jab in first, and then the breach
like
charge,
she
and I was like,
detonated the breach charge. That like the timing was a little bit impeccable, but wait, she actually does have it though. Never mind. She still has that air jab still
Never
present
mind,
on it.
it's
So
fine.
never mind. Never mind. We're fine.
But
We're fine.
Fatar will take down Doctor and will get fragged out, refragged out by Mighty as Envy goes down to MI7 in the meanwhile. And MI7 has been multitasking quite well this entire game so far, taking down, like getting the kill as well as tricking to stop the Thermite from getting in.
Well, looks like he's been getting cooked from Capita, so he has to fall back down here, and he's going to be using a C4 to waste a castle barricade as well. But he still needs to be careful that the jacuzzi is also being open. Goes for that pre-fire, doesn't work out. He'll get killed nonetheless from none other than Slayer level 0, which leads to none and only Lexus to clutch this one out. Mighty, he'll be taking out
He's actually
Mighty.
gonna get a
He'll be
double
taking
drop
out the second-
diffuser inside a side. He takes down Veneno. Veneno is just down and not killed yet. So however, he's gonna meet Thermite inside of logistics, and
Wow.
Lexus will clutch it out, winning the 1v3 that was very heavily stacked against him and bringing MRCZ to overtime.
I cannot believe that just happened.
That was a very good play from Lexus right there with the Jaeger. He's been very good at playing Jaeger and making like these flanks that we see right here. And
I mean, yeah, true, but I just wanted to ask to Team Level 0 Esports.
Mhm.
They had the diffuser, right?
yes. Well,
Why
that was-
why didn't they thought of planting?
I think that was the whole idea. When Capador got down, we saw an operator jumping into Jim, right? That was sight.
Wait a minute. MI7 used his C4 to open up the castle barricade, but he failed, which led to Thermite not getting an easy access towards on Jim, knowing for the fact that the time was too damn low.
Yeah, MI7 never actually blew
That's the reason.
C4.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
reason why Slayer decide to go for the frag rather than going for the defuse plant, in which Jaeger got the opportunity to take out all three of them.
Oh, that was quite the cascade.
I cannot believe I just used my head and it actually worked out. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me birth. I really appreciate it. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
God.
I mean-
Thank you, God.
It's actually quite interesting to look at it that way, because that just means everything that happened that led to the clutch from Lexus came from a failed C4.
From MI7.
Well,
Everything happens for a reason like that. Everything happens for a reason.
it does. It so does. That's something you,
You know-
don't see every day.
You know, my parents used to say to me all the time, something wrong happens, my mother used to call me and says, look, son, everything happens for a reason. No matter if it's good or bad, everything, including chocolates, including foods, everything happens for a reason. And that's exactly what happened to Team Mercenaries, and because of that,
Attackers have located
they're in overtime.
it's quite the food for thought when you think about it that way. And
I mean, it's
now-
pretty ironic, dude. It's so
it
damn
is.
ironic.
It is. It is so ironic, and I'm here for it. This is the kind of things we're here to see. Now, back into this particular round, we have MI7 once again on the Bandit, sitting and waiting for Thermite to do anything. He's just standing there with Flex Thermite in charge in hand. And IQ is going to try and go around to the CCTV window to see if she can get Bandit, but she knows there's going to be someone else there, so not going to go for it just yet. Capital is going to throw out a flamer, and that's going to deter Bandit from doing too much, as MI7 will also be taken out by Envy, who's going to get a double kill onto Taha. And those are two big players taken out, and Envy making some big dents in the MRCZ lineup.
That with Taha down, I don't think Team Mercenaries have a player who can actually clutch this one out, because these players from Mercenaries are quite performing so damn well, and they are getting crippled over and over again from Team Level 0 by Venenzo taking him out. Noctis taking out Doctor, an important one, I would say. I wouldn't say an important one, because he just took out Ash. We still have Capita, who's still playing, and right now he is holding on to his dear life onto us on catwalk. He's going to
gonna
get
be
fired from
hooked up there.
Capita's firebolt. He'll get caught in their crossfire. He'll take out Oh my god, this is too much to handle, dude.
It is going so fast.
It's going so damn fast, and the feed is literally not even capturing anything. It's just so damn like I can't see anything.
Well, anyway, with all of the action being on a hold for now, Lexus is just sitting here trying to use the deployable shield to see when we're pushing the catwalk, and he is going to find that catwalk, and he's going to throw a C4, but to no avail. Ike's going to run all the way into red, and she's right close to the rotation, and now Lexus is in a bad situation and will be taken out by Envy, running all the way from catwalk into the red stairs rotation, and that is the first overtime round going in favor of level 0.
I mean, are you sure this is one? Because in the previous one as well, level 0 had the advantage on club, I would say. On the previous map.
Yes, that is how it began, right? The overtime rounds, level 0 took the first advantage. That was on border. And then Mercenaries came back in their attack round. And then it was all the way down to the wire. Now, it does look like it's going to be a similar situation. MRCZ is actually bringing the Lion here. Ooh,
oh my god. Ooh,
he's bringing
Lion.
out the big guns.
I mean, I wouldn't say a big guns. I would say he's desperate for it. He's like, I want it. I want the point. No matter if it takes my life or my humility, I am going to do it no matter what.
He's ready.
I mean, I'm just kidding, dude.
I mean, obviously, yes.
MI7 is such a great player. I've seen him, clutches with Bandit on towards on Bank where he did, 3 to 4 kills. They are such, great talented players from Team Mercenaries, and
they are
seeing them lose in such a little bit of mistakes, kind of breaks my heart to see that.
It does when like watching a pro team make these tiny mistakes that end up costing them like a map or a match or even a round. Really, it's heartbreaking to see, especially if you're like a fan of that team. Obviously, that's worse if you're watching it as a fan. But for us here, it's heartbreaking to see because it means like these little mistakes, they cascade into one big mistake, and that big mistake is what basically costs them a round, which is just sad. Like just sad to see.
5 seconds to insertion.
It is quite sad to see that, and right now with level 0 on match point, quite difficult to see that. Val Slayer is actually throwing all of 3 Val cams right from outside the garage entrance. And keep that in mind, they don't have an IQ.
They really don't. They probably should find the camera on the floor and the one on the building, but are they going to find the third one as Mighty takes out Noctis? And oh my dear me, Lexus takes down Mighty in the meanwhile, who went for a run out, and Valkyrie inside of Garage is also be taken out by Taha, as Fatar, who was down, will be taken back up to 20 HP by the revive. Okay, level 0 decided to go for an early set of runouts. Unfortunately, kind of cost them 2 operators. Now, Fatar is quite low. He was almost traded out, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Noctis was, unfortunately, a Thermite, which means one half of the hard breaching capability MRCZ brought with them has been taken care of. Now, we do still have Bandit. No, Bandit is actually dead. Never mind. Envy, however, will take down Lexus in the meanwhile, as he will be refragged onto by Fatar. And now it is a 3v2 in favor of MRCZ, mind you. But we still have Veneno and Doctor, most importantly, in play.
It's very difficult now, because I mean, you see Lion there droning it out towards on the eastern stairs, trying to find out what kind of operators are being placed. He actually sees Jaeger. He won't call out his scanner, tries to at least pin him down. It doesn't work out anyways. And right now, Jaeger with that perfect angle hold, he still has a chance to take out Lion. He's actually going in pretty aggressively. He's just waiting for the Lion to arrive in, but Taha is already inside the site, taking out Doctor. And he'll be taking out Jaeger as well, as Mercenaries will not back down, as they will win round 14. And eventually, this last point will determine who's going to win this map on Clubhouse. Is it going to be level 0 esports, or is it going to be Team Mercenaries?
Well, that is definitely what we are here to see. It is all the way down to the wire once again in a very similar fashion as it was in Border. And both teams are playing for the victory here. It's be all take all right now. And Lexus here with the Wamai. I feel like that Wamai is going to be a 6 pick. What do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't think Wamai is going to be a 6 pick, because Wamai is very, very overpowered, especially with the deployable shield and the this thing involved in it. Oh, am I not allowed?
That is interesting, and looks like Lexus will be heeding that piece of advice and switching out onto mute.
I mean, what's the point?
Attackers
What's the use of using a Wama and being like, Wama not allowed? All right, dude, I'll just change it. I mean, there's a six pick. I'll just use the six pick instead. But still, what's the use of a six pick? It's just a gimmick, dude. Like I'm saying it on point. Sixth pick is just a gimmick. It does not give you any advantages at all.
It actually doesn't. Now that
It doesn't, nothing, because like the attackers are over there, they're just going to drone it out. They'll just find it. Oh look, there is this guy who's been sixth pick, and where's the supplies element in it? It's gone. There's no supplies element at all.
At the end of the day, when you boil Siege down to its gunfights, right? It doesn't really matter until anyone gets a headshot that which gun is which, and switching out Wamai from mute makes literally zero difference because both of them have the MP5K, which is it's the same gun. There is no tactical advantage to switching out between
It's the same gun, same utility, but other than that, you're already seeing IQ getting tagged a lot. Thanks to Noctis, who's actually holding that angle. A good tag coming from Noctis 47 as he decreases IQ's health to around 60 HP. And right now, just like I said, like this is the overtime match point. This map, this point will determine who's going to win this map on Clubhouse.
The be-all, end-all for Map 3 Clubhouse right here. And as we move on to the round, we have a Bandit who's busy trying to trick, but it doesn't look like he actually got the correct side of the wall, and that will be the wall, the main wall, opened, and Level 0 have now a big line of sight into sight.
They do indeed, but let's not forget about Ella, who's on towards on the blue room, which actually be able to take out the guy who is rappelling from the CCTV balcony. And right now, judging by the positionings that Team Mercenaries are doing, both of those roamers are quite in an aggressive position, and that's where Doctor will be there to take out Lexus as well as Taha. Both of the important operators taken out, as well as the control on towards on the site here. And Slayer will be there to do the same work yet again by taking out MI7.
Now, in the meanwhile, Doctor actually goes down inside of sight, but he's going to withstand to get back up to 5 HP. Very, very clean mechanic as well. Yes, oftentimes it results in a nice little clutch as Doctor, the Doc on defense, goes for a jump down from catwalk. Unfortunately, Noctis not holding his cool and going for a very risky jump, which costs him his life. And now Fatar, all alone on the red stairs, is in a 1v4. Venena's going to plant inside of sight. And yeah, Fatar's in a very caught in a very bad place. He peeks. Actually, he's gonna get a double with the fire rate on that Scorpion. He sees somebody prone inside of the catwalk, but can't get the kill onto him. But that is quite low. But unfortunately, peeking the window will get taken out by Mighty, and that is a win on the Map 3 Clubhouse for Level 0.
Well, right now, just like I said, it's a BO5 map. Level 0 actually wins to 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
And already, like, you can see it on the chat, GG's. 3 points. All right, wow, I just realized. So team level 0 esports has actually won. It's 3-0. My apologies, guys. So right now, the winner of this tournament is going to be none other than Level 0 Esports. Congratulations, you have won this tournament, and a really good try for Team Mercenaries for putting up their efforts, as it was a really close matchup. So that would be the end of the finals of this tournament. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Blackjack and MBK, for helping us out, making this tournament a better workout. So yep, that is the end of the finals. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we will see you guys in the next tournament, or hope so. But until then, take care and stay safe.